My slow morning routine starts at dawn with meditation, chi-ball with the chickens, and yoga with the hens. Oh, just kidding. Ugh. So Mrs. Slowsteading has taken the kids off to forest school, which means it's time to take care of chores around the property. So come along with me. I'm going to show you the animals. I'm going to show you how we have them housed. I'm going to show you our feeding routines. This is Slowsteading's slow morning routine. Let's go get it. Hello. Good morning. So before I go visit the bunnies, I usually go grab some greens from the garden. This lettuce here is bolted, so it's kind of too bitter to eat anyways. You can also just grab like random grasses and weeds. Pretty much anything that's green and fresh, they'll eat it, which is nice because animal feed is not free. And so I find if you can supplement it with stuff like this, really easy way to get the cost down. It's fresh, it's local, it's organic. Man, these bunnies eat well. Let's go feed them. This is our colony style rabbit enclosure. A lot of people keep rabbits in kind of battery cages, which are just small contained cages, usually elevated off the ground. That didn't quite sit well with me. I like to see them have lots of space to run around. They've got little areas to hide in. She's pregnant right now, so we're just gonna give her a bit of space. And she's got this whole zone here. Once she lays her babies, they'll also grow up in the same colony style, so they won't be separated from their mom. Yeah, and they'll just be able to live in a bit more of a natural environment. Pretty simple structure, kind of lean-to style against the back of the garage here, and use lots of 1/4-inch hardware mesh just to keep them safe, keep the rain off their head. That's the one thing rabbits really don't like, is being wet. Hey buddy. The bunnies are so sweet, you can actually hand feed them. They just eat the lettuce right out of your hands. So this black and white one right here, this one's called Sushi. We bred her about 2 weeks ago, and the gestation period is about 30 days. So hopefully within a couple weeks or so, we should have a fresh litter of baby bunnies. And then over here in his private bachelor suite, we have Mr. Miso. He's not quite as chill as Sushi, but he's still a pretty cool guy. The camera is moving because Sushi is eating the tripod right now. I should probably go rescue it. Hey Sushi, quit eating the tripod. We also give the rabbits some rabbit pellet, especially for Sushi because she'll be raising young. It just has a bit of extra protein, bit extra nutrient in it. Just about half a cup a day for each of them. That's all they need. They're pretty low maintenance. We reintroduced chickens into our property recently. So far we only have 4 pullets, which means they're just young hens. They're not laying eggs yet. We've got 2 black copper Morans and 2 olive eggers. Right now with the 4 in there, it's super chill. We don't have to let them out. They can just hang out there. They've got outdoor run space. They've got indoor covered coop space, and they seem pretty happy. And of course, knowing how chicken math works, I think we'll add to this shortly. We'll add a few more birds in. When I come visit the birds in the morning, I'll usually bring them some kitchen scraps. This is just like some cherry tomatoes from the garden that are a little past their prime, some strawberry tops. Chicky! So I don't know if it's because we didn't raise these birds from chicks. They're just really shy and timid and kind of anxious, but you know, we'll put in the work, we'll lay on the charm, they'll come around. What are their names? Can't really remember their names. I think there's a Nori. I'll have to ask the kids. The kids are usually on name duty. They know all the names. I just feed them. As far as food, we've got these 5-gallon buckets here. This is just made with a 5-gallon bucket and PVC pipe. This bucket lasts about a month or so. I think I filled this up 2 weeks ago. Still 3/4 full. And for the water, same system here. 5-gallon bucket, lasts for honestly a month. It's got these little nipples here, and the chickens just kind of peck at it and get some water, and that's it. It's really easy. But no eggs today. Womp womp. And then back here, we can just open up the coop area for when it's time to clean out the bedding. Not much to it, to be honest. Clean it out, I don't know, every couple months. In the meantime, these are just pine shavings from the farm store. Just throw it down over the poopy areas. Just kind of compost in place. And I've also mixed biochar in there as well. That helps keep the moisture levels down, helps keep the stink down, and it just makes for a richer compost. Easy peasy. That's it. Chickens are so easy. They're eating the tomatoes. So that does it for the laying hens, but we've got more animals down in the A-frame here we got to check on. So let's go say hello to the meat birds. So down here in our A-frame, we have our lovely little meat birds. They are so chill. These are Cornish cross meat birds. Some people call them broilers. I feel that's a bit of a euphemism, more way to cook a chicken than broiling. We've got 20 chicks in here. They're currently 3 weeks old. We're on a 8-week grow out schedule. And we have a different style of feeder here than the hens. This is a trough style, and that's because we don't give them free access to food. So we fill this up once in the morning and once in the evening. So it's a bit more work because it means we got to come down here twice a day, but it's only for 8 weeks, and then the birds will go to the great freezer in the sky. Hi, little cuties. They're pretty funny. They're starting to feather out. They still have a little bit of their baby chick downy fuzz on their head, which is kind of cute. Similar to the hens, we got this bucket waterer. As they get bigger, I'll probably add another 5-gallon system in here. And again, we just got these little nipples here that they can just kind of peck at to drink. This A-frame structure, it's a lot simpler than the chicken coop up the hill. There's no separate run or separate coop enclosure. It's just this one kind of big zone. We don't have to do nest boxes or anything like that because, again, these chickens won't be laying eggs. They're just for meat. It's really just a safe space to keep them out of the elements and, most importantly, keep them safe from predators. Way chiller than the hens. Something to be said for raising chickens from chicks. So the food here, I just keep it in a big Rubbermaid bin, 4-liter milk jug. Cut the bottom right off. So I also keep the hay back here. It's just in a bin. Mon and John are doing a great job. They hooked us up with this hay. Just grab a few handfuls of that and we'll go spread it out. And as for the hay, it just kind of goes in the high traffic areas. Whew, that's it for the meat birds. As you can see, they're also not that much work. A little bit of food in the morning, bit of fresh hay, bit of water if they need it. And they kind of just do their own thing. But yeah, they've got about 5 more weeks to go. So we'll just keep them happy, healthy chicks. Got a lot of zucchini coming in right now. So one thing I want to check for is to make sure that all these new zucchini flowers get pollinated. I just pick off the male flower can tell the male flower because it has this long, thin stem. And I've got the pollen in here, and I just find the female flowers. Just stick that in. Make sure it gets nice and pollinated. That way we know that these flowers here will turn into nice big zucchini fruits. So I'll also go in and pull out anything that is ready to harvest. Like this guy here. It's kind of got a funny shape, but who cares? Tastes good. Got a couple cukes here. A couple little spots on them, but that's all right. We're not picky here. We do not discriminate. My tomatoes are definitely a jungle right now. This is just kind of my style of gardening. I think I'd be the first to admit that gardening is not my strong suit. Got a little tomatoes here that are a little past their prime. Maybe I could just do a better job harvesting those next time. Whoopsies. That's a pretty good tomato haul, actually. I'm happy with that. Let's go see what else we got. Back over here by the bunnies, got our brassica greens. So we got some kale, and we got collards. Love making a salad out of this stuff. So let's gather up some greens. Pretty good. Check out this Swiss chard. It's going totally bonkers. Let's get that good stuff. Oh yeah. Check out those colors. Rainbow, baby. Check out that sweet haul. Oh. Well, I've been busy outside. It looks like Mrs. Slowsteading's been busy inside. What are you making?
Granola.
This is granola. Nice. Looks pretty good. I also see ingredients for dashi, so maybe that's coming next.
Yeah.
Japanese influence, who would have guessed it? Whew. Ah. Well, thanks for joining me on my morning routine. All the animals are fed, everyone's happy, everyone's taken care of. Now it's time to feed myself. Got coffee, probably gonna make a second breakfast, and then maybe I'll get on the computer and do a little bit of work. But for now, I can just savor the stillness of the morning. What a slow, steadying thing to say. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day too.